That's Port Everglades. Oh boy. Everglazed. Oh my god. Glazed. Everglades. Oh my. Whoa. Coffee. According to the bar staff, specialty coffee is included on debarkation day. It's raining. Oh, by the way, good morning. Ooh. Why? We are thankful for our problems. One regret I have is I did not take a nap in any of these chairs or even sit by the pool. Here comes Celebrity Ascent. Too bad we may never be together. I'm gonna go to the dining room for breakfast. I think I have 15 more minutes. Probably won't need to be there too long. I expect my luggage tag to be called soon. However, they're calling me in a very weird way. Or maybe not. It's a long wait for the dining room. And they keep announcing, have your passport out. Really? Because I don't think I had my passport out even on Margaritaville. This is a salmon omelet and Swedish pancakes. Oh, well, goodbye Holland for this and the burgers. We'll be back for sure. But I do have to kind of scarf this down. My luggage tag was called about 10 minutes ago. I'm not worried about the luggage sitting there, but everybody else is leaving and they want to clean up, so don't want to be in their way. Okay, why am I talking to you then? Adios, dining room. I am ready to go. I am glad I put both bags out last night. I just have the DCL backpack and everything in there. And yeah, nice not having to run around or not have. Nice. Oh my God, that's it. Goodbye Rotterdam. And no, it's all Fisherwack. You don't need your passport out. There you go. See you next time. Or you'll see me next time. Or you'll just see me right now. Holland America. Wow, what a fantastic 9 days. This was the 9-day Southern Seafair aboard MS Rotterdam. And okay, that was pretty dang awesome. All right, let's just cover these things quickly. Yes, Holland America does have a fantastic food game. You will not go hungry between the dining room and the buffet and the specialty restaurants and the fast casual or quick service locations, the pizza, hot dogs. Yes, they put on an amazing spread and I enjoyed everything I had. Well, no, actually no. There were two things that maybe weren't so great, but everything else was fantastic. And of course, I could have just gotten something else. So just keep that in mind. I will say, however, that the flavor profile is even and muted given the demographic. I think that is understandable, and I kind of like caught on to this pretty early on. So what I'm going to do next time is maybe ask if Chef can amp it up a little bit or ask around in the buffet for the items with the most wow factor. I'm sure they'll be able to accommodate. I wasn't able to try everything in the buffet, so I don't know, maybe that's my fault. I know. Do better, right? As for the specialty restaurants, did not disappoint. Rudy's Seldom-Air, wow. That's up in my top 3 now, along with Le Bistro and Eden. And you know what? It actually has the best chance of becoming number 1 because, well, Norwegian and Celebrity, they have issues. And they have issues. It's not me. Cameron Grill is also an elevated experience. Definitely would recommend, especially if you have a credit included in Have It All. And then, of course, Pinnacle Grill, I skipped it because I thought steakhouse, and I know I've said this before, but the steakhouses, they're kind of all blending together, and I know it just was not top of my priority. And Canaletto. Yes, the kind of pop-up up in the buffet. It never occurred to me to even go there. In fact, I'm thinking, I don't think I even mentioned it in any of the vlogs. So, other than maybe noticing that I was sitting in that space one day, Holland, you might want to work on that a little bit because it really never occurred to me to even try to go there. So yes, Holland America does attract a more mature crowd. What the rumors say, pretty much true. Now this was a Caribbean sailing, so it wasn't exactly a floating nursing home, but definitely not the same crowd that you might find on, well, let's be honest, Carnival or even on Royal Caribbean. You know, I'll just describe it as people who still love the piano bar, but
want to be in bed by 10. And I guess a good perspective is this year I will be 40-13, and I did not feel out of place. I felt perfectly comfortable in that environment. I did talk a lot about the lack of things to do in terms of like the schedule. There weren't a whole lot of activities going on, but in retrospect, and well, as I was living it, turned out to not be very much of a problem. There was enough to do when I wanted to do something, and I never felt overwhelmed or like I was missing something. And if I did want to just go and sit and enjoy a cocktail at the bar or in one of the lounges, I could without worrying that I was missing some other event going on or some shipboard activity or anything like that. So yeah, I know I said a bunch of times that it's just a nice relaxing environment, and I learned to appreciate that very, very quickly. With two possible exceptions, I think there might be room for some non-music trivia. If they did one or two, I either missed it or don't remember it, so just keep that in mind. And karaoke. Why no karaoke? I know I mentioned this, but other guests were wondering, why no karaoke, with music walk and everything? That just seemed like kind of a miss. Now, let's talk about the music walk. One of the things that I have heard about many, many times in discussions, write-ups, videos about Holland America. And yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And really, the brands that they're using, I don't know. I mean, Billboard, I'm not really sure if that's supposed to have some huge cultural significance. For me, it's just a list. I don't know why it deserves its own venue on a ship. And Rolling Stone, I mean, talk about stale. I mean, every time you think they have reached peak cringe, yeah, they go even further. So yeah, Holland, you might want to get with current year and reevaluate a couple of those relationships. But BB King, still a legend, I will say, but a blues club. I don't know, blues is kind of a niche type of music, and that is the largest and really nicest space on the ship. So I don't know, I would kind of think you'd use that for something with a little bit broader appeal, like, I don't know, Grand Ole Opry. The lack of country music was apparent. And I don't think there was one set during the whole cruise, of country favorites. And I looked, I didn't scour the schedule every day, but nothing came up like that, and I didn't hear anything. So I don't know, it seems kind of a miss, and without something so widely popular, it kind of makes the whole music vibe. Yeah, it's just not working. And weirdly, after 9 days, I still feel like the variety of music on other cruise lines is a lot better. They just don't make a big deal about it. So really, if that's going to be your thing, you really need to step it up a little bit. The Have It All package. All right. Now, I don't know whether I paid $55 or $60 or $65. I'm not really sure. That's because while they advertise $55, that's only bookable on certain upgradable fares, which are more than the base fare. So it's just a whole bunch of sketchy pricing. And if you think you're trying to fool people, well, you're trying to fool people, but you're not, because once you dig into it, it's pretty obvious. Either way, it covered everything that I would normally get anyway. So drinks, internet, and gratuities. I did have to pay to upgrade to the premium internet package, which was $50, I think I said, for the sailing. Reasonable, that's fine. So I was covered on everything. And as for the 15 drink limit, wasn't a problem for me, despite what you see in the vlogs. I don't know if I ever hit it on any particular day, and that includes the coffees, by the way. Now, I might have, and it's just not really enforced. I never really figured that out. Either way, I was never refused, and yeah, it worked out. However, I did end up paying the $1 or $2 surcharges on a lot of drinks, because I think it's an $11 or $12 credit, and then you just pay the difference. Fine, and there are a lot of drinks that are priced $1 or $2 over, but that just got lost in the whole OBC, so I didn't really notice it, and it was totally fine. Just to cover a few things real quick, I did not do any shore excursions, so I don't really know how that process went. I did not get the thermal suite pass. It was quite nice, but kind of glad I didn't, because I probably wouldn't have used it again. I did not get to sit by the pool, so I don't know how the bar service at the pool is. Next time, I promise. But no promises, of course. The gym was very well equipped and never very busy, so there's always plenty of opportunity to get that workout in. And, right, biggest disappointment, I did not get the chicken parm from New York Pizzeria and Deli. Yeah, I know. Well, the life we live and problems that we can be thankful for, right? So who is Holland America For, and would I go back? Okay, I'm thinking the perfect demographic is the 30-plus mid-party crowd. You know, the ones who just, they want to cut loose a little bit, but get to bed early, ready for the next day. And for that, the ship has them covered. I would definitely sail Holland America again. I found it to be a very low-pressure, traditional cruise experience with great food and drink. And if you have it all, you could even describe it as a toned down or very toned down virgin type experience. All right, what do you love about Holland America, or what do you not so love about Holland America? If you're happy cruising in the future, maybe I'll see you on board. And I almost forgot, yes, I am wearing my 150 anniversary Holland America merch. So 70% off. Great job, guys.